I can already tell there's a big upgrade, but really for me is, can this really go their stated 74 miles per hour?
What's up guys, Jimmy with Andrew. Welcome back to Freshly Charged. Today we have the Flagship scooter by Nanrobot, and it is even better. They've made some big improvements to their best ever scooter. Andrew, what do we have to expect?
It's got a higher power battery, faster speeds, 4-piston hydraulic brakes, adjustable suspension, and an NFC card reader.
All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy unboxed.
An LS7 Plus box. And if you can read Chinese, tell us what this says. Looks like it's a steering damper. These crappy toolkits, let's throw that away. A remote control. So this is for these LED lights. One of their crappy pumps again. Let's throw that thing out too.
The only good thing about that pump is that it reminds you to put air in your tires when you first get your scooter.
Yeah, it's pretty crummy.
So while Andrew is doing that, some of you may ask, why do we need an updated version of this Flagship scooter? And that's because we reviewed the previous version of the LS7 Plus, and it seemed a little underwhelming to us for a super scooter. There were a couple things that needed upgrading in order to be in that super scooter Flagship class, and hopefully they've made those changes.
It's a 72 volt, 32 amp hour battery, and let's check out the charger. It's an 84 volt output with 3.3 amps. This is going to take you a little bit under 10 hours to charge from empty to full.
You saw how easy it was to use that pump. Now I'm going to retrieve that pump that Andrew threw out. One of the first problems you're going to encounter is you're not going to know what PSI you're at, so you're not going to know when to stop. So I'm going to give this up here in just a sec. It is a little workout. So if you guys need a good pump, we'll have a link down in the description below. Okay, we have the Nanrobot LS7 Plus, the refreshed version, all set up, really easy. These super scooters don't take much to set up. Let's do a walkthrough from top to bottom.
Starting with the cockpit, you have a trigger throttle. There's a little bit of a dead zone, but not too bad. Hydraulic brake lever, which is connected to 4-piston hydraulic brakes. You've got the ambient light button, which turns on the deck lights, and the remote control will work with that as well. And then in the center, you have the display with an NFC card reader. Turn it off and on by tapping the top. On and off light switch for the front light. Electric horn, turn signals. I do like the lights because you can mess around with so many different settings, choose your favorite color or choose your favorite pattern. You have the folding mechanism right below the steering pole, which is like a water faucet. So you want to leave this a little bit looser so your display doesn't get pounded into the kick plate. Steering damper, 11 by 4-inch off-road tire. Now it's been upgraded to a 3,000 watt motor, 160 millimeter brake disc, 4-piston nut hydraulic brakes, adjustable suspension, which in the previous version, this was a coil suspension, so that's nice. 11.5-inch wide deck by 25.5 inches. Some lights in the neck, lights on the deck, big nice kick plate, plastic fenders, which are in the front and rear. Another 3,000 watt motor. Oh yeah, and we can't forget while we're back here, the adjustable suspension. So I do love that they've made big improvements on the scooter, and they're claiming speeds up to 74 miles per hour. So that's kind of crazy.
We're going to get this freshly charged so we can take it out and test the changes that they've made and see if we can reach that advertised top speed. So stay tuned. All right guys, the Nanrobot LS7 Plus, we are looking at it again because they have made some major upgrades. And while other YouTubers said that this was the most dangerous scooter they've ever been on, or it was insane, we thought it was okay.
I can already tell there's a big upgrade, but really for me is, can this really go their stated 74 miles per hour? I don't think so, but we're gonna find out. 1, 2, 3. Left. 42 on the display, 45, 9, turn it down, 61 on the display.
Okay, we've done several speed test runs. Andrew, tell us the results.
0 to 10 was 1.29 seconds. This one did hit 60. It was 0 to 60 in 24.99 seconds. I am heavy, but I highly doubt that anybody would really hit 74 miles per hour on the scooter.
Disappointing, but how did it feel?
That was one thing that surprised me about the scooter, was it was ultra stable, and it definitely had a lot of power at the very beginning. I was impressed with how much the tires peeled out when you first pull on the throttle, but it's not the uncontrollable feeling. And then when I was at 60 miles per hour, it felt rock solid.
All right, that right there is our brake test.
It is off-road tires, so you don't get as good a grip as street tires, so you do have a little bit of a slide out. But I was going 33 miles per hour, and that's still pretty decent for stopping.
So the LS7 Plus 2023 and 2024 version, definitely an upgrade. Let's talk about the things that we love about this new Nanrobot LS7 Plus.
I love the increased power because I can make the tires spin out real easy. I can do full 180 turns and just accelerate out of them because there's enough power.
And with the NFC card reader, you can rest assured that this can be locked and kept out of the hands of your kids or your coworkers or roommates who may want to take it out for a joyride.
I love the massive, huge deck paired with a nice angle on the kick plate. It's really comfortable to ride this scooter long distances, and whenever you want to put the pedal to the metal, you've got plenty of space to put leverage all over the scooter.
I love that this comes with the kill switch so that we don't inadvertently pull on the throttle and have it jump out of our hands.
What's nice about the park mode is it auto engages and it's very simple to get out of it. You just press on the brakes and you're good to go. I really want to reiterate how much better 4-piston nut hydraulic brakes are. I love nut brakes over zoom brakes, and then if you add 2 more extra pistons, it's really, really nice.
Cable management is excellent. I love the quick disconnect so that you can swap out components easily. The folding mechanism, it's the traditional Nanrobot locking mechanism. The stem is rock solid.
The lights look really cool. I love that you can control the lights with the remote control. It just looks really nice at night. The lights are huge on the steering pool, on the deck, and also on the nut. The steering damper is nice. It makes it ultra stable at high speeds. And then the fender has offered great coverage. I've been blasting this thing on packed gravel, loose gravel, and Jimmy has not been hit yet with rocks. One of my favorite features is having adjustable suspension. By having adjustable suspension, you can dial this in for speed runs or if you want to take it on an off-road trail.
We really want to give Nanrobot the benefit of the doubt. They said that this thing can hit over 70 miles an hour, and so we're going to do a no-load speed test. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
81, 59, 81.
All right, well, maybe that's what they meant when they said it could go over 70 miles an hour.
One thing I forgot to mention is that I love that Nanrobot started using high quality battery cells. This scooter has LG cells, and in the past they've used Chinese DM EGC battery cells, which I was not a big fan of.
But let's talk about the things that we don't like about this Nanrobot LS7 Plus updated version.
For me, I don't love the safety mechanism for the latch. That water faucet turning system only has one bolt, and if that bolt breaks, you're pretty much screwed.
I kind of wish that if they are reassuring us that this could hit a certain top speed, that we would be able to hit it. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it during our test runs.
Oh, the front light, it looks cool, but it's just garbage. It's got that metal cage around it. That thing gets bent. It blocks you away from trying to tighten that folding mechanism. They need to improve on that design.
And we can see here where the cables come out of the box. Inside this box is where you have your electrical components, including your batteries, and that is exposed so water can get in there, and I'm not a big fan of that.
The display is a huge improvement, but it's so hard to read in direct sunlight, and there's no P settings to adjust the brightness. I wish this was brighter and easier to read.
Turn signals, I like that they have them, but they're only in the rear and they're brightest on the sides of the scooters, not actually in the back of the scooter. So people behind you, they really can't tell when your turn signals are activated.
This is an electrical horn. It's good for pedestrians, but you're going to be going 60 miles per hour on the scooter around vehicles. You really do need a louder horn just in case a vehicle swerves into you or they don't see you.
We've had some bolts come loose, and I would love for them to include Loctite with their bolts. Loctite's something that we'll add on our own, and you should too. A lot of scooters these days are coming with Loctite already included. This one did not.
This scooter is a huge improvement from the previous version. I didn't really like the previous LS7 Plus, but I actually have a fun time on this scooter.
Nanrobot has made some big upgrades to their best ever flagship electric scooter, the LS7 Plus. Andrew, who do you think should get this scooter?
It's not the fastest 72-volt scooter out there, but for the price, you're going to be hard-pressed to find something that goes 60 miles per hour, has adjustable suspension, and looks as cool as the LS7 Plus.
Thanks for watching, guys. Check out our full written review at freshycharge.com, and when you guys ride, wear your safety gear.